Describe how governing your personal life has prepared you to govern St. John.
Well, I'm very happy, Reverend Bernard, to be able to respond to this question, to be the first to respond. I think faith has had a major impact on my life. As an individual growing up, I was an altar boy from 4th grade to 11th grade. I served Monsignor Aero, who was the icon of our community. And if you had met Monsignor Aero, you would know what I'm talking about. But as I grew up and became a young adult, I don't think I had a lot of self-esteem. I didn't have a lot of self-confidence. And I think two major things that allowed me to grow. One is getting involved in the Reserve JCs, and the second one is getting involved in my church. Starting with Joan of Arc as a lector, and then later on, as I went back to my Reserve community, I began not only a lector, but a Eucharistic minister. The feeling I have and I receive when I serve God and I'm standing at an altar is just, it just overtakes you. A lot of times we see these pastors are overcome by the Holy Spirit. God has had a major part in my life, and I'm very fortunate to have a good wife who has the same principles. And we were able to pass those principles on to our children. And we taught them what was right and what was wrong. So if they went the wrong way, they knew what was right and wrong. The Dominican sisters had a major impact on my life. And every time I passed, even the Joan of Arc, the old church, would make the sign of the cross. That church has been gone for 20 years, but I've done so much in it happen. But religion has a major part of me, and it will continue to be a major part of me, and I'll always serve God. Thank you.
Mr. Robotham, again, I want to remind the question is, describe how governing your own personal life has prepared you to govern St. John the Baptist Parish.
First off, I'm a Christian, and my Christian beliefs guide all of my decision making in my personal life and in my professional life. When I worked in the school system, I had a very, very simple rule, and that was, don't treat anybody's child the way you wouldn't want yours treated. Simple. I wanted my child educated. I wanted them treated with respect. I wanted information, so I dealt with their parents and other colleagues in the same manner. When I worked in parish government, my goal was to treat people the way I wanted to be treated. I have values and ethics and morals. I think through and have a decision-making process. When you're doing what's right, it's an easy decision. My personal life has been guided by my Christian beliefs and my faith in God. And the fact that I know right from wrong, and my decisions are based on those consequences. I've instilled that into my family, my kids, who also went to Christian schools, and also in my professional life. It's very simple if you do what's right. There are lots of laws and rules in place to guide you, but internally, you know what's right. You know what is in the eyes of God as being right. And when you let those beliefs guide your decision making, you will do what's right for the people of St. John Parish. It's never been a problem in the past. I don't see it being a problem in the future. It's guided my personal and professional life, and I look forward to using those same principles as the next parish president of St. John.
Mr. Dale Wolf, can you respond?
Well, first of all, I am a Christian. I believe in God. I had good parents that taught me right from wrong. I have a love in my heart for people. I'm a people type person. I don't pretend, and it's not time to pretend that you're this or that you're that. I love people. I love challenges. I love to help people and not hurt people. I believe that we were placed on this earth to help each other, not to hurt each other. When you see a person down, you should extend your hand and help that person back on their feet. I am who I am. I love people. I love to be around people. I ask God every day of my life to put someone in my way so that I can help that individual. And I'm not just saying this tonight. I've always said this. And I've always asked God to bless everyone. And thanks for allowing us another day. get kind of filled up when I talk about people and how we need to treat each other. There are so many people that need help. There are so many people that are in dire need of help. We have people that are going hungry every day. We have people that are homeless every day. We must go out and seek these people and bring them some help. If we are Christians, we should be Christian every day, every second of our life.
Buddy Bo, please respond. Just let me bring some clarity here, because it's really not a question. The question is, describe how governing your personal life, that means how you manage your finances, how you manage your moral life, how you manage your family life, has prepared you to govern St. John, because how you manage your own personal affairs will be directly a result of how you manage your parish. Could you please respond?
Thank you for clarifying that, Pastor. The question was, how does our personal life and how we've lived it and how we've managed it affect how we govern? And I think the key, number one, is that your personal life is reflective of the community in which you live. And that means being well-rounded, being involved, and being a part of the community in every facet that you can be. I married my wife from New Orleans, Courtney. She is the better half in every way. Looks, personality, you name it. I've been involved at the civic level through organizations. I've been the president of the CYO at my church. I've owned 2 businesses here in the river parishes, one in St. John and one in St. Charles. And I've been involved politically. And what that's allowed me to do is to have an outlook on this parish at every different level, from the spiritual level to the civic to the political to the business, so that I understand what it's like to open a business and need to have a sign. And that allows me to manage planning and zoning better. I understand through working with my church how much people need, and that in government, there are times when the government is the only place that can deliver that need to the people. But the other part of that question is the founding fathers and what they wanted in their government. And that was a government that was close to the people and open to the people. And that's why a portion of my platform for open government is monthly town halls, one in every district, where there's a microphone in the parish administration, and where the people can ask any question of that administration and bring up any issue. Because I believe when you keep the government local, when you keep the government personal, you don't get a more open and honest government, because the people is what makes the government click. And so if you've got a rounded life, a well-rounded life at all levels of the community, business, civic, political, and spiritual, and then you open the doors to government, you can have a government that works for the people.